they're amazing individuals more than that. So, hi, Healing Power. Thank you for coming in. And she has a big time change difference. So, and well, hello. Love you, sister. Big, 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 strong energy. All right, girl, I got you. So, our next guest, our first guest of tonight is Sunny. So, Sunny, I know she's already on top of it. She's already requested a guest spot. She's a pro and she's one of the great streamers. And I use great with the GR8. And hi, how are you?
Hello. I always do this. Hello.
Hello, I love
Hello,
it.
everybody.
Let me make you in the most amazing box if you're okay with that, or
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
put
If
you.
y'all can deal with all, if y'all can deal with all this.
What? Yes. And the shiningness, absolutely. You are glowing. You always do. Um,
Thank you.
it's so nice to see you. And
Oh, can I tell you why I glow all the time?
yes, please.
I make natural skin. I make organic skin products, and I use
See?
my own. I've used my own skin products for almost 6 years now.
See, did I, y'all? I wasn't lying. This is why you need to know Sunny. She is inside and out, and she can share with you so many great things that I don't even think people know about you. And that's why I love having you here today, this evening. It feels like early because it's,
It is because I'm a night girl.
so for us streamers, the 7 o'clock feels like noon.
Yes.
Um, so before again, I keep talking because I'm a streamer, y'all, and I've been off the app all week. So da 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 da. But tell us a little bit about you. Back it up to wherever you want to start. But give us a little bit about your life journey, and then to the streaming journey part. So you
Ooh,
take the mic, my love. Here you go. Ready?
interesting.
Pass
I'm
it.
gonna tell y'all way, 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 way back. My sisters used to tell me that I interrogated them. I promise you, I just thought about that when you said way, way back. So I'm like, let me go way, way back. But hi, let me do this properly. I am Sunny. You can catch me on IG, Sunny Bay. I am a 55, soon to be 56-year-old mother of four, grandmother of three. So I always have to get that out there because, yeah, I'm gonna touch a little bit of that too. My daughter is going through those stages when she thought I was being super mushy. And Mom, could you stop? She's crying every other week now because of what her children are doing.
Oh my God.
But yeah, but way, way back when I'm 6, 7, 8, my sisters used to tell me that I would interrogate them, and I didn't really know what they were talking about. Do you have to ask so many questions? That I knew what they were talking about. You talk too much. They used to put tape on my mouth and set the timer and tell me I could not talk for a certain amount of time. My mom would say, Sonny, that mouth, that mouth. They would be, Mom, can you make it be quiet? And then my mom would, as I got into the teenage years, my mom would say, you got away. One day she said, you're not doing that to me today. And I'm like, what? She said, you gonna keep talking and keep asking questions. And by the time it's over, I'm thinking what you said was right and not what I said. She said, you're not getting me to change my thoughts today.
You're a
You're not getting me
warrior.
to change what I said.
Right at heart, right? You're like, you got the argument and you know how to get there. You're going to go anyway.
Yeah, so I think when you said way, way back, because they used to tell me I should have been an attorney because I'll debate and I'll deliberate and I'm going to analyze and everything. So I think I've been a streamer all my life. But I did do debate club in school. I did chorus in school. I grew up in a very religious family. We had jam sessions. So I learned how it was back in the day when you passed the torch. So my dad played a gentleman at the church. He taught my dad how to play guitar. My dad taught me. Another one of the people from the church taught me how to play the bass guitar. So I learned how to play the bass guitar, lead guitar, piano, organ, drums. So I am a musician. I don't do it a lot. I stopped doing it as much when my children got of a certain age. And I love to do those. Let me tell y'all, parents, never be afraid to embarrass your children. Never be afraid to give them
for
that.
all the parents in the world.
Never be afraid to give them that good embarrassment. And it was like my girls were the only two left at home. I have two boys, then two girls. And they're 10 years it's 10 years between the oldest. Right now, my children are 25, 30, 33, 35. And it was just the younger two at home. And this guy I worked with was in a band. And he was like, hey, we're going to be at the mall, Center Court. Why don't you come on down and play a set or two with us? I was like, I might. They was like, what you want? I said, I'll do drum. And I took my kids to the, oh yeah, we're going to the mall today, right? So of course I get there.
Instrument in the back.
So I let them do a little shopping, go to the food court and stuff. And then we go to the Center Court and everybody's like, Sonny, come on. And I started walking toward them. They're like, Mom, don't. And I was like, no, I can't. I cannot walk back. And they were like relieved. And they're like, come on. They got the crowd all in. And so I'm like, okay, y'all, it'll be quick.
Get on here real quick.
So I went and did that real quick set on the drum and embarrassed them real quick and said, come on, y'all want to go get some candy? Y'all want to go to candy?
Coolest mom in the whole freaking mall back there. I don't know if you know that, but in hindsight, I know for sure you were the coolest mom.
I did turn out to be the cool mom because I got in trouble. Now, I am controversial mom at the same time.
Okay.
Some of the things I can't say on Featured, but I do believe in self-preservation.
Yes.
Keeping teenagers from going out and venturing out and exploring. So I did teach that to the kids, the nieces, the nephews. I did teach that stuff too. But something I did in my household was each time a child turned 16, I took them to get either a tattoo or a piercing, whichever one they wanted. Because it was in that era when my children were at that age, it was like, oh, they all that stigma on tats and piercings. So actually 2 of my children had tattoos before I did. And the state I lived in Georgia, and they didn't allow it. It wasn't legal. So we did weekend road trips and we would go to Florida and I would sign off and let them get their tattoos. So I really became the cool mom.
But she has boundaries. See, I love how you said that. You know, you're like, no, I didn't let them wild and free live. You know, they weren't in the streets.
No tats on your face, none on your neck, nothing on your arms that would show. Because if you're going on job interviews for schools and things like that, that stigma was still there, but I had no problem with it. So, like my first son, he got a yin and yang on his shoulder. My second son got something on his shoulder or on his arm. My daughter got a koi fish right about here. The baby girl is an artist, so she thought on hers for about 6 months, but she actually got lotus flowers on her back, like off her shoulder and drape over so that she can continue on because she wanted the whole piece. So I did turn out to be the cool mom. I took a lot of flack about it, but I said, you know what? I got college grads. I got nurses. I got artists. I got self-business owner. I got one working for the CDC. I got one in law school.
We get some clap hands, y'all. Raise hands. Can we give her? Click her box. You can gift her right there, y'all. Do we have any cool gifts?
And they had their piercings and their tattoos, and they had braids if they wanted to wear braids. And they went to magnet schools. One had $100,000 in scholarships alone, not grants and stuff. Another one got 4 years paid, and they were tatted up doing it. They were tatted up doing it. So that's my journey to that. I went through the marriages, the divorces, the deciding I didn't want to be with men anymore, that I really didn't like them all along, but I was trying to stick to that fine line because I came up in a religious household. And I ended up, the person that I've been dating for, April was 2 years. I met on the app. 2 years?
Y'all, 2 years on the app and 2 years dating. Okay, we got a love story here. So
I met by accident because I was just playing around with it, because I first got on the app because my play brother said that he would get on here on the app to get his flavor of the month.
Well, so everybody's here for something, right?
Right. So he'd bring up a name. I said, okay, wait a minute, is that last month or this month? He's like, catch up, sis, keep up, sis, keep up, sis.
For that, put something in the chat.
So I got on and I was messing around with it, and I'm a talker, so but I'm playing with it, and it said send a quick hi. So I sent it. I hit that, and then I went back and looked. But let me tell you, she was fine. She was fine. She was fine. And with the long dreads and the mysterious look in the eye and the full lips and everything. I was like, okay, let me send this quick hi and see what happens. Girl, I went back and looked, and it had the backwards thing in the colon for like a smiley face
Yeah.
thing. I
Yeah.
said, oh no, that can't represent me. That can't represent me. This is not gonna work. So I proceeded to say, hi, I'm so and so. First off, I just want to apologize. I was just playing with the app and it sent that, and that's not a representation of me. So, and I just went on with a little thing like that. And she responded, and we've been talking ever since. We talked on the app for about 4 months. November was 2 years we started talking. We started talking 2 years November. Our first date was in April 2 years ago. And when I tell you this has been me being, well, let me tell you, she's 18 years younger than I am.
Get it.
So I do like them young. I like them young and fit.
But for y'all, now we got about just one quick second. Y'all, Sunny, if you missed it, welcome, first of all, to Living and Loving with Triple L. I am a host that likes to display and chat with and talk to and promo any streamer at any level. But right now you're in the great presence of Sunny, an amazing streamer. She will let you know her age one more time, because anyone that just came in heard that younger thing and they were like, wait a minute, what?
Yeah, somebody said you look 20.
You need to click the box right now, everyone, and favorite Sunny. Follow her social medias. Go into her stream. She is the admin for Top Badge, Role Model Fresh, maybe even other folks. She is connected to so many people for all things, flyers, auctions, just network beyond networking. And she's just a phenomenal human and woman. So please get to know her and listen on. And if you're just joining us, well, tune in at 7 next time. Okay. Okay. All right. So take it away. So you said.
But yes, she's
younger.
a wonderful 37, ex-military, trained chef, works in IT. She's taught me IT, so I make a wonderful living off of what she taught me. It is the absolute best adult relationship, and we don't even say relationship. It's one of those things where we're committed without saying, oh, you my girlfriend, oh, you my partner. It's just that. When people see one, they expect to see the other. Like, I came home from out of town one day and my daughter's like, so you and so-and-so made it home? I was like, she not with me. I said, why? You said, she said, oh, I just figured she was with you. We spend weeks at a time at each other's house. She mails me things just out the blue, something I could have mentioned, and she next thing I know, there's a delivery at my door. Like I cater for a living. I cater as well. And we were watching TV one day and she was visiting and she said, I've been back on watching the cooking shows. So we were watching Gordon Ramsay and I was like, I just want to eat there one time. And she said, why? I said, I want to make sure my food is up to par like I think it is, right? And she left my house about a week after that. And a couple of days later, I'm coming in the house and I get a message from her. So I stopped to look. It's screenshots. She doesn't send me screenshots. It was a reservation for Gordon Ramsay's restaurant in Vegas at Caesar's Palace. That's the kind of love and attention.
I think I would like that screenshot, y'all. Just saying.
That's the type of love and attention I wanted and needed in my life. And it took me to my 54 to get that. But that is what I found, just if I'm sick, because I do have an autoimmune condition. So I'm MIA a lot, sometimes on the app. If she can't, she either gets to my house and stays with me until I'm out of it, gets me back and forth to the emergency, stays with me at the hospital, follow-up visits. She cooks, grocery shops, clean house, does all that stuff for me. Or if she can't get here, she says, as soon as I get off work and get cleaned up and eat, I'll call you. And she stays on the phone with me all night. And I better not move. She bet, you all right over there a little bit? Yeah, because I'm short. I'm all 5'2", y'all. I'm 5'2", I'm short. And she's like, you all right over there a little bit? I'm like, yeah, but that is actually what I found unexpectedly on this app, because I hit that little thing and it was so generic And I said, I am too grown for a message like that to be sent. So let me let y'all know, if anybody, y'all gonna hit me up, don't send me a hi. I'm gonna say hi right back, and that's gonna be it.
We're gonna say she's spoken for, y'all. Now, what I do hear you saying is take that leap of faith, y'all. I'm not saying DM everyone. I am not saying blast, and I'm gonna say this. Well, I'm not even gonna put a gender on it. Y'all don't send the same message to every person. The same.
Yes.
Please don't. Just stop. It just everybody quit. Okay.
Read the room. Read the room, as they say.
Read the room. It can be a quick, cute little something, but make it personal to the person.
Look at their profile. Look at what things they like, what they say is the conversation starter. Read the room. And if they have some conversation starters and they give you some intelligent conversation, don't say, hey, baby, what's up? What you doing? Hi. Because guess what? Somebody like me gonna say hi back. And then everything you say after that is gonna be 1-2 word questions. I mean, responses. Or if you lead me with a, hey, beautiful, I'll say hi, but I don't like strangers calling me beautiful. Hi, baby. Don't do that to grown women. Don't do that to grown women. I'm not your baby yet. So FYI, I'll say, hi, how are you? FYI, I don't like strangers calling me baby.
Okay, everybody, are we taking notes? This goes all the genders, y'all, back and forth. It doesn't matter how old you are. Let's all take some notes, including myself. Okay, well, I'm not in the DMs much anymore, but we're all taking notes here. This is how we can better connect if we're looking for quality, significant, important relationships, not only in love, but how about in real life? Like, let's bring back the personal experience. I know we've all been locked down and COVIDed to the, too much. But y'all, it's time to bring it back. Real life. I mean, not just, it could be virtual real life, but it needs, don't you feel like we need to
even before COVID, when my oldest daughter, she was like 10, she was super bashful. So I put her in Girl Scouts. Just because I know she was going to have interaction with children, they have events and things like that. Yes. So what I did for her was, when the cookie sale was going on and I had 1,000 boxes of cookies in my living room, I had her sit down with me and go through the order. And I had her wrap the pink ones, or red for the ladies, and blue or gray ribbon for the guys. And I made her personally go to every restaurant, every business, every neighbor that I got an order from, and had her say thank you and give that to them, because that personal touch was being, it was almost obsolete then, because everything was, and then COVID hit and that just made it even worse. Do not lose that personal touch. Do not lose it, because when you don't have that to back you up, you don't know how to express. Our children are being intimidated by people in certain statuses, because they're so used to doing everything behind the scenes. Take them somewhere. Call a company and say, can I bring my child in just to speak with you, to have lunch with you, things like that. A lot of times, you be more than not, they'll let you do it, and keep that personal going. Just keep that vibe going. We got to keep that vibe out there.
You all, please hit that profile right now in the box. You can click on Sunny right this minute and favorite her. Follow her social medias. Connect with her. Like I said, she is networked on this platform and so many more, and in real life. And you're hearing amazing, I feel, nuggets of knowledge about how can we cultivate personal touch connections, not just in our love life, but in real life. She is a mother of 4 children. She is a grandmother. She is not only new, and I saw what you said, she's not 51. She's not 52. She's not 53 or 54, 55, but almost very close. And tell us what sign you are, because I love zodiac.
Oh, Cancer, 7-11-66, baby.
7-11, let's go.
7-11, baby.
She is a Cancer, and she's about to be 56 years old.
Yeah.
You would never know it, because she told us at the beginning. So if you're just joining us, she makes her own natural organic skincare products, which you could contact her for, I'm sure.
Yeah.
If you're interested, through her social media platforms, or even in here. So connect with her on that. She is a caterer. Now she'll have to let you know regional how that works for her. So again, y'all, it's Sunny. Okay. And I thank you so much. Every time I talk to you and connect with you, whether it's on IG, in someone else's featured show, just you're radiant. And I appreciate
Thank you. And you almost made me put on makeup today. Makeup. Hardly ever put on makeup. I was like, she gonna be on there with that makeup on point. Go on and put you some makeup on.
missed me last week. I had just drove in from a trip to my nephew's graduation. I had no lashes. There was no lippy. The hair was wild. That was like the first time I had no lashes in like a year and a half.
I've
So
never
wild.
worn them. Never. I don't know. I don't even know what they feel like.
Well, you don't need them. I'll say that. You don't need them. You're good. I put them on.
There's nothing.
When I smile, my eyes go like away. They just disappear. So I put them on to try to keep them.
See, it seems like they would be heavy to me. It's not heavy.
But they can be heavy, yes. With the glue or the magnetic strips, it can be.
We're gonna do a segment on lashes.
The makeup, that hair, makeup, nails, and jewelry and accessories. That's one of my fun skills too. But
me and you can talk your whole hour 15.
I know. So tell us before I let you go.
Okay.
What is coming up for you? I know there's some things this evening.
Yes.
So let us know that. And also, if you could just tell them what day is your Father's Day auction? So men that are in here currently that are interested in being in an auction, whether you're a new streamer, or experienced streamer, or maybe a streamer coming back, Jameson.
Right.
He's not he's a pet father. So maybe that would count, but he's a former top badge. But anyway, let them know what it is so they can contact you for that auction as well.
All right, and thank you all for listening to my crazy self. I always say I'm always the oldest and always the wildest wherever I go. But my IG is connected to my information, so if you just scroll down and hit it, it'll link you directly. I respond to everything. Like I said, don't just give me a hi, but I respond to every message that I get. I am currently admin for Top Badge, Streamer of the Year, Role Model Fresh. So I do scheduling for her for any events she has, for acting out, which this lady came and tore it up. I was like, wait, is that Triple L?
Oh, I did a little something. I only got a few spots, but I think I showed up.
But yes, it's comedy improv. If you ever thought about getting on a show, just hit me up. I can get you scheduled. We normally have like a 3 to 4 week out waiting list for that, but we will definitely get you scheduled for that. I'm also doing admin for Top Badge Wenda, who has 2 shows. Monday night, she has the Chopping Block, which is a trivia show. We love to do families on that. We do zodiac signs against each other, like we're having the Gemini and Cancer coming up soon. Taurus, Gemini, and then we're going to do a Gemini, Cancer.
Leo, so I want to be in the Leo one. Whenever
send it so me and you may go against each other. And my boo is a Leo. I love a Leo. That's why we get along.
Okay, so, all right, I'm in. Tag.
And then the other one on Wednesday, and her show, that's at 8 Eastern. And then on Wednesday night at 8 Eastern, she does Friends Exposed, where 2 teams of friends go against each other and answer questions to see who know each other's best. The higher the point value, the more risque the question. So that one gets to be a lot of fun. That one is actually featured. In between those, I have a show called Taboo Topics on Tuesday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern. We delve into those hard subjects. Is there one true religion? Can a woman raise a boy to be a man? Family secrets, things like that. We delve into those type things a lot. And Friday nights I do Old School and Brown Liquor. DJ Radio is my house DJ. As far as events I have coming up, I do have an auction the 20th.
Yes, May 20th.
I
saw it. That's right. I saw it in your name. So smart, y'all, about promotions and stuff. I'm telling you.
See, she said, yeah.
Amazing. Okay.
Somebody said, I was in another stream and somebody was trying to find out something. Chris Chronic said, hold on, let me check Sunny's IG. I know she got it.
I love it. And it's next Friday because I'm gonna one on the Saturday. So
and it's masquerade. So I'm gonna be a little bit of everything going, glow in the dark jewelry and everything. Yeah.
I love it. Okay.
But the Father's Day auction, that is my baby. I've hosted one other auction, which was Age to Perfection, which Beautiful was in. This one is going to be to recognize the fathers that are streamers, fathers who are being fathers. So a lot of people came as recommendations. So I love a recommendation for somebody as a father, but it's Father's Day auction, but it's first love auction, because for a lot of us, especially us girls, our first love was our dad.
Yes.
You know, and it's wonderful. It's June 18th. It was starting at 8 o'clock. Now it's going starting at 7:30. Pre-party at 6:30 with DJ Hypes, DJ Brazil, MG Vocals, and it'll be closing out with DJ Radio, and he will be doing the after party. So we'll be having gifts and things like that. Y'all can just visit me. You'll find queens dancing. I'm the cheesecake queen. So just hit me up. Say, Sonny, I want a cheesecake. Can you send it to me?
Absolutely. Oh my goodness gracious.
In the streets, girl, in the streets.
Doing the things, all the big things, and doing it well, and being that amazing. See, this is I gotta end on this. Y'all, if you're just joining us, or if you've been here the whole time, do you see and can you feel the positive energy that is just flowing through this stream right now? She is coming to share her gifts with the world. She's still having fun. They're doing the brown and DJ, you know, the darker liquor and the
dark liquor.
Tuesday. She's doing so many wonderful things. She's still having fun. She's not tearing people down. She's not she's not doing all the things that could be done with a stream. She's using it to amplify, I would say, the greatness of the human experience.
Yes. Ooh, I'm still in that.
Do that. We don't have to tear each other down. And definitely we don't need to do it virtually. It's just a waste of everyone's time and energy, right?
Energy. I did a show yesterday with Silly Lily. Cove. Cut off vultures of your energy.
Cut off.
That's my final word.
Energy. Okay, let me write it. So cut off vultures of your energy. So Cove. How do we say it? Kovo?
Just Cove. I was just writing and I was like, oh, wait a minute. That's got a little word. Cutting off vultures of your energy.
I like it.
Let them eat up your energy.
So cut off vultures of your energy. Protect your energy.
Protect it at all costs.
Be careful. I mean, obviously family is a little trickier, but even that, be mindful and protect your space and your self-preservation. You said it. So that was amazing. Okay, my love, I want to be on Taboo Tuesday. Just let me know the time. I'd love to do the Leo thing with Wenda if that works, and we'll be talking. So
you just send me a message. Okay. Bye, everybody.
Bye, Sunny. Oh my goodness. Wow. Hello, everyone. I'm Triple L. It stands for Live, Love, and Laugh. That was my original username when I became a Plenty of Fish user back in 2018, when I thought I could dip my foot into the pond of dating again. And I say when I thought I could, because I'm still in that journey of I don't know if I'm ready to stick my toe back in the pool of dating. Okay, so there we have it. Follow me on IG. This is my old school. I'm an old school lady. I'm about to be 45 and I have note cards. Y'all remember when we had to make these in college and elementary? And so here you go. I've had this for months and months. And it says, follow me on IG. Triple, there's an underscore here, live stream. So triple, 2 L's actually, not 3. So triple underscore L live streams. And my Suri wants to talk to me. So you can click my bio as well in the modern age and click to my IG right there and add me. Follow me on social media. You can see what I'm doing when I'm not live and things that are upcoming events and things of that nature. So thank you for being here. We have another amazing guest. I believe she's in the building, and if not, she will be soon. When she's ready, she can request the guest box. I'm going to take out, and Melissa, thank you for wanting to come in the guest box on a featured show night, which is every Saturday at 7 p.m. for this show, Living and Loving with Triple L. We don't allow other guests in, but coming about 8:15, 8:30 Eastern time tonight, I can let you in a different box if you'd like to share and speak. So just give us a little bit more time and we can do that. Let me check with our next guest. And in the interim, I have another special guest that is ready and willing. I think he's still in the building. Longtime friend and streamer. And he's kind of coming back around to the Stream Dream. I know many of us know. Give me 1 second. I mean, yes, you can, but I was trying to make you a surprise. But anyway, I think only the people that are been in streaming a long time know if it's you anyway. So that's okay. Come on in. But let me see if my other amazing guest is ready. She is in high demand all the time, just so you know. Let me see if she is available. Jilly, are you still in here by chance? I'm not sure if anyone know the amazing streamer PYT, Miss Dizzy Young Thing. If you do, can you go locate her kindly, y'all? Don't go harass her. Miss Pretty Young Thing, top badge, Miss Pretty Young Thing. She might be resting, y'all. We are evening streamers. So nighttime, late night, all day, you know how the Stream Dream goes. So if you know her and you feel comfortable sending her a little hello, a nice something, and say, hey, if you're ready, we're ready for you. But in the meantime, let's welcome in again. He is a top badge, always a top badge in my eyes. He became a top badge after we met, and he has a story to share about, well, not everything, sir, but can you tell us at least a little bit about how we met in the Stream Dream? But you can start really wherever you want. But thank you for coming in last minute. Welcome back to the pond.
Well, thank you so much for having me. It's certainly a pleasure to be on your show. It's awesome to see that you have a featured show now. And like I said, it's certainly a pleasure to be a part of it for sure. So I was probably on the app for about a year. I think September would have made a year, something like that. And it was a really fun and adventurous experience for me. I really enjoyed it. I had a featured show like you. Like you said, I was a top badge in a former life. And it was just such a really cool and fun experience to be able to have all these really wonderful and genuine connections with people, and how, real, it is to meet people off the app. You were also on my show, which was really awesome, of course.
Yeah, December of 2020.
It was just such an amazing experience. It was an interesting time in my life, and I'm very obviously appreciative of it. And it was a really, really good time for sure.
Amazing. So I have so many questions, even though I know some things, but obviously you took a pause on streaming, which many of us do, whether it's an official pause or it's a brief pause or a very long pause. I think that's healthy. And I'm proud of you for doing that for yourself, because again, I know more of your real life, and a lot of the people that connected with you on here do too, know that you are doing so many amazing things off, when you're not a live streamer. So let's back up just a second. Let's talk about, like, we're gonna go here. We're going here now. Are you ready?
I'm ready when you are.
Okay, so it's life and love with Triple L. Okay. We're going into love, but we're gonna take it back. We're gonna take it back to who was one of the first people that really showed you what love was like. And it could be anyone. Obviously, most of us kind of think parents, but maybe there was a pivotal moment in your childhood or younger years where you were like, this is what it feels like. This good love, healthy, like unconditional, just wrap you up in a big hug and like make you feel like sunshine kind of love.
I was very fortunate enough to have really good grandparents and my family as well. And I think that certainly looking at the relationships that my mom and dad had, looking at the relationships that my grandparents had with each other, I think was a really good example of what it really meant to genuinely love and care about someone. And I think that at an early and young age, I was able to see that. And as I got older, instill that in my own personal life, to where, you want to appreciate people, you want to take the time to get to know someone. Obviously that stuff is a little bit more easier said than done. But it's important to know what it means to be genuine, to know what it means to have love, to love someone else, and to be able to have that appreciation for people is just, it's just an incredibly awesome and genuine and amazing feeling to have. So I think learning it, like I said, from my family and my grandparents was certainly a great example of that, and how important it is to have great people in your life. You know, a lot of people aren't very fortunate enough to have that. Sometimes people pass away, and sometimes people aren't necessarily as close with their family as they maybe like to be. But you know, if you do have the opportunities to have those in your life, I think it's important to try to grasp that and apply those concepts into your own personal life.
Agreed.
Yeah.
And so, first of all, let me address the chat because, you know, as streamers, y'all, we got a big job, just saying, not just to mention a featured show, Top Badge Energy, which a lot of them are in here right now, and just amazing humans in the chat. You do not have to be red in here or any particular color in the chat to be amazing and welcome. And we love your energy as long as it's positive and uplifting, even, you know, inquisitive, but let's keep it very respectful. That is crucial in all my streams as a streamer, as in Jameson's and many of the other folks in here right now. So just be mindful of your comments. If you don't have anything nice to say, like my parents told me, just don't say it. Just sit back and, well, we call you lurkers, so lurk, but don't do the other thing that comes with that. It rhymes with lurk and it starts with a J and ends with a K. Okay, so anyhow, the joys of streaming, right, Jameson?
Absolutely.
Okay. So, what brought you back? What brought you back to that?
I wouldn't even really say that I probably back, so to speak. I think that just, you know, having a lot of relationships with people on the app, off the app. I think you still, you know, with COVID and probably not living as close to some people as you maybe like to, it's still cool to kind of get in their world and kind of see what they're up to and see how their streams are going and seeing how they're continuing to grow. And I think it's important to try to be able to connect with people like that. I think that connections with people is kind of a lost art this day and age. Everything's a lot of, you know, technological stuff. People live through their phones and iPads and all that stuff. And I think that if that's what you're limited to now, then, you know, you have to take the time to still be able to check on people and see how they're doing. And so I wouldn't necessarily say that I'm back or that I'm going to go back streaming or anything like that. But I think it's still cool to be relevant in a way that people appreciate your friendship and you can show them that you appreciate theirs as well.
Yeah.
And I think that that's really important because I think that people, you know, when it's, you know, we're all streamers, we all kind of represent ourselves in a small box of a phone or an iPad, whatever the case may be. But there's obviously a lot of layers to us as people. And I think that when you have genuine connections with people, I think that when you have, you know, relationships and friendships that go above and beyond this, you can still appreciate those relationships and you want to say, hey, look, I still see how you're doing. I miss you as a friend. I miss you as a person. And I think that that really goes a long way with a lot of different people.
It does. And I'm sure you, well, I hope you were able to keep those connections off this platform maybe, but on, for instance, IG, right? Then that's why I love my streamer profile IG, right? Because it gives me a chance to message people like you, to invite you on a show, you know, but not on the app, because of course many of us are on here for dating, but a lot of us are not now. We're here for networking, connecting, living life, enjoying each other, you know, and not necessarily all about the DM situation, right? That everybody talks about in all the songs these days, the young kids talk about sliding in the DMs. But it does have a purpose, y'all. Again, we can go back to using platforms in whatever way works for us. But think about, I would love everybody and challenge you this week, because we usually talk about a healthy tip of the week every show, but I challenge us all to uplift each other. Let's be uplifters. Let's not be bystanders. Let's be upstanders. Let's, when we see something wrong, say something. Protect each other, even in a virtual community. I think it's extremely important. Of course, we're all going to have haters at some point, and they say if you're doing something right, well, you're going to even have more hate. It's just going to happen that way. But just be mindful of each other's energy, right? And respectful as humans. And
Absolutely. So well
I don't
said.
I don't want to make you tell your exact details because of course privacy, but you can share whatever you want. But could you let them know a little bit of why you have such, I would say it has to do with what profession you're in. I'll keep it at that so you can say what you want to say. But the fact that you're so great at connecting people and reminding people of what is truly important in life, would you share a little bit about what you do as a profession, or would you rather not tonight?
Yeah, I think that when you are in a position to where you have to help people at a really tough point or spot in their life, I think that we all are given the ability to in some way bring a lot of joy and happiness into people's lives. So I think I don't really know why I was given that, but I was given the fact to do that and to be able to help people and comfort people and, do that in a professional way, but also in like a kind and caring and compassionate way, I think speaks volumes. And so I think that when you are able to have those gifts or able to have the ability to connect with people like that, I think you should make the best of that. And I think that at the end of the day, when people are kind of past their situations of you trying to help them, they appreciate that down the road. They appreciate, what you're trying to do. They appreciate the words of encouragement that you offer. They appreciate, your overall genuineness and hospitality and all the great, wonderful characteristics that come with what you, need to do as a person. And I think at the end of the day, it makes you very grateful and gratifying to know that you can, be there for people in a lot of different ways, and to know that they really appreciate that at the end of the day.
I agree. And he said it so well without actually saying what he does. So I'm going to keep that elusive for his privacy reasons. And that's very important, I think, as public streamers, public profiles, no matter what level you all are, please remind yourself and remind others to be mindful of how much information you give out. It is getting more and more rampant. I'm seeing and hearing on these apps where people are sharing information about others that they've learned in confidence, right? In a confidential setting where there was a trust bond, and it's being broken over and over and over. And that's really disappointing, y'all. And I would like to say again, we can do better. We can do better as a group, right? So I won't say what you do, but DK, I know you keep having these insights on he can sell ice to an iceberg, or you said sand to a desert or something like that. And yes, he has a gift to connect with people at all levels, all creeds, all races, all socioeconomic statuses, all gender preference, or not, sorry, sexual orientation. There we go. I got the word out there. I was trying to, all the isms, y'all, that I'm trying to be politically correct, but not
All
just
the above.
politically. I'm talking about humanly correct, but he can connect with humans, and that is a gift. And a lot of us have lost that touch. And again, that kind of, it keeps like resonating through the show. So obviously there's a message there for everyone. Thank you for that. Thank you for being there, because there are times in people's lives, y'all, where we lose some of the dearest people in our life to us. Like literally they're gone off the planet. Okay, y'all? Just hate to break it to you. We're not invincible, and we don't know what's coming next. And in those moments, we need people to connect on a human level. So there's that.
Completely agree.
Let's talk about love. Can we talk about love?
Absolutely. Let's get it.
Okay. So where are you in love right now? I mean, like personally, I know some, and share a little bit about your story, if you would, about if you want to. Again, any question I ask, you can just say no, thank you, and we move to the next. But tell me a little bit about why you chose to start looking to dating, if you would.
Let me put it this way. I think that when you are on a social networking platform like this, I don't think it's not possible, but I think it is difficult to try to meet someone just because you're in a situation where you're exposed to so many different people. It's hard to really get to know someone behind a phone screen or an iPad screen or whatever the case may be. But again, like I said, I don't think it's impossible. I just think it's difficult. I know that, with me being, a top badge, I obviously had a lot of, networking opportunities and abilities to get to meet a lot of different people in a lot of different ways. And I think that when I was on this, it was a little bit more difficult, I think, to to make those genuine connections. At least, for me anyway, because, you're so exposed and you're being so, you're in entertainment mode. You know what I'm saying? You're
Yes.
you're in a performance mode a lot of times. And I think that when you are, like that, or at least for me anyway, it's hard to make those genuine connections and to really get to know someone on a personal level because, you're seeing, hundreds, if not thousands of people on a stream. And, to be able to pick out a handful of people, from that big amount of opportunity is extremely hard to do, whether you're top badge or not. And so I think for me, it was more, I wasn't in that mode when I was a streamer. But I think that as you're off of that, or if you're not necessarily in that world as much anymore, I think it's a lot easier to maybe meet someone in real life and to maybe have those connections a little bit more, and probably not to have to explain this side of what you do, as much for people. And so I think, like I said, for me anyway, it was probably a little bit easier to connect probably off the app than maybe it was on the app. So, but, I still, I'm still glad to be here for sure. And I was, very blessed to have a lot of cool friends that I still keep in contact and in touch with off the app, yourself included, and all these other wonderful, amazing people. So, I always look at it as a positive thing. I always look at it as a great opportunity to, have so many different relationships on so many different levels, even if it's not love, and to be able to appreciate and embrace those relationships and hopefully have those for a very, very long time in your life.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, hello. I love the energy in here. Thank you all for being supportive. Really, it is challenging. Jameson is speaking to it, and it is challenging to be in a public eye, and it's on any level. I think live streaming has grown, and butterflies, y'all, if you would, if you're in here and you feel like it, could you put a butterfly? You could put something else, but it would be nice to see a couple butterflies in here. But there's just so many levels to it, right? And I think a lot of us, when COVID came, I know many of us live streamed at different capacities over the years before. And whether it was a one-day stream, or we watched somebody's live stream on Facebook, or we were learning about it on YouTube, or, we all had some kind of connection to it. But I think once that lockdown started and the world, I think a lot of us came to this world, and we all started to learn a lot more about that virtual connection or lack of connection, or the ability to reach many right from our own home with even just a cell phone, right? Or some kind of small device. So with that comes greatness and some not so greatness. And I appreciate all your honesty on it.
Yeah, I think for me, when I was a top badge, I think it was extremely difficult for me to try to date anybody. I think that some of that was maybe my own creation. I think some of that kind of fell on the position of, having the exposure to meet other people. But I think it was just a combination of different things, really, to be honest with you, to be able to make those connections and think, there were times where, let me put it this way, there were times where I did stream and I'm thinking, am I ever really going to meet somebody off of this thing? Am I ever really going to have that like genuine connection that, we all obviously want from in real life? So as I continued to ask myself that question a lot of times, I started to see that the answer for me was no. It was a lot more difficult to meet someone when you are on that level. It's just kind of like, put it a different way. Say you're someone that's like a bartender or something like that, and you're having to serve and provide for a lot of different people on a lot of different, levels. It's kind of hard, to do that when you're taking drink orders and you're taking, levels of just small conversation and small communication. Not to say it's not genuine, but it's more difficult to be able to plug in and fill in the blanks with that when you're doing that, constantly all the time. And so I think for me, that was probably the more difficult, part of it, to really transfer, that to meeting someone off of here. Not saying it's not possible, not saying that, you can't meet someone or fall in love with someone. Cause I mean, like we were talking about earlier, Sunny had a great experience, with someone that she met off of here and, going to You're Strong.
And
So
she just sent like, it was like a random, almost random, although I don't believe in random. I don't know about you, but I know you're kind of a spiritual man. I'm going to say it. But I believe there are no real random events. You may disagree, but I think things happen for a reason many times. And
yeah, no, I agree.
that little message that sparked a 2-year relationship that she's very happy in. And y'all, she's almost 56 and she found 2 years ago a love of her life for right now. And that's on this platform. So it is possible. But like you said, I feel the same, similar to you. It's challenging and there's
Mhm.
safety issues in there. I will say
Yeah.
it as a woman. I'm going to be honest. And for men too, y'all, I want you to, I guess men in here probably already know there's a lot of women that will not let you go if you want to go. You know what I mean? Not like unhealthy, but you know what I mean? Like, oh my God, I need you. I love you.
I
So
think for the this, you know, not to go into too much detail, but I think that there were a couple opportunities that I had on the app with people that it was very genuine and they were real connections and it was probably real love. But I think that with what I did as far as being a top badge and a streamer and stuff, I think that it created a level of insecurity for that other person. I think some of it was because I streamed. I think maybe another part of it was because of, you know, me having a lot of friends of the opposite sex for some reason can create that. And so, like I was saying, from my own experience, it is very difficult to have someone that really can understand, um, you know, what you're doing, and to be able to try to, you know, have that genuineness of it, it just makes it difficult. Like I said, I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm not saying it can't work for a lot of different people, but you know, for the time that I was in it and for the opportunity that I had to really be able to connect a lot of different dots for a lot of different people, it was very difficult for me to have that. So, but you know, I enjoyed it. It was a wonderful experience. It was a wonderful opportunity that I would never change. And you know, my life. I think life is all about seasons. I think that seasons come and go in your life, and that you have to be able to change with that. And as those things change, you have to change with them. And you know, if you're not, you're going to kind of be left in the cold and winter. And here it is, spring and summer. So
I know we are in spring, y'all, and it's starting to get a little humid and stuff around these parts. But anyway, we won't talk about that right now. But it is spring going into summer in some places of the world, and of course, some people are going into the opposite seasons. And we're welcoming you here too. We love that's one thing I do love about this platform is the worldwide connections we can make. Right, not even just local, but even I've seen love connections across countries, overseas, and they're married. Two top, in fact, you know who they are, I bet, that are married. In fact, there's more than one that I know of, couples that are either big streamers or top badges that have met, had children and are married, or met and are living together and happily, healthfully living together. So it does happen, but it is challenging. I think, like you said, many of the ways that you talked about it, it can make it hard, but it can also be amazing, right? And we can be selective. It's okay to be choosy, y'all, everyone, Jameson, everybody in here, y'all, you can be selective. You can be polarizing. That's one of the coaches that I follow and a mentor, I would say, of mine, talks about be polarizing. You're not for everyone. I'll say that for me. Triple L is not for everyone. And not everybody's going to like me. And that's okay. I need to be okay with that. And again, I'm using an I statement, but you could put that in your own phrasing for yourself. You don't have to be friends and be liked by everyone. And the people that you do want to connect with should want to know and will love the real you. And if we're all putting forth like this persona, right? If it's not real, again, I'm saying for me, then people can't fall in love with the real you or the real me. So think about that and be yourself, be your true self. I think it's streaming. Okay, let's just say with the filters and stuff, doesn't it kind of add like this layer of, like, we didn't have them in Plenty of Fish in the beginning, but now the filters and all that, doesn't it make it even like more layered to not be able to find the real person in there sometimes? Do you think?
yeah, I think I completely agree with you because it's just difficult. It's just difficult to make those connections. And I could only imagine how it would be for a woman, to try to find a man that they feel like is someone that they really want to date or meet in real life. I'm not saying, like I was saying earlier, I'm not saying it's impossible to do that on this type of platform, because I think
Right.
that you can use it to whatever advantage that you want to use it for. But I do think that there are some hurdles and hoops that you have to kind of jump through in order to get there. So, and that's the crazy thing about life is, if it's worth fighting for, or if it's not as easy, to get through, then maybe that is something that you want to entertain. Maybe that is something that you want to proceed and go forward with, and all that good stuff. So I think that if you can embrace it and have the right mindset and the right attitude, about, all those different things, it's attainable. It's just like anything in life. If you work for it, if you put in the energy and effort, you can get a lot of things out of it, that can benefit you in probably a lot of different ways.
That is true.
Yeah.
It's like you said, and is it Heinz ketchup that says some things are worth waiting for or something like that? Like Heinz 50, it's an old commercial, y'all. But it's
Yeah.
like good things come to those who wait. I mean, they kind of they didn't coin the term, they didn't make the term up. But anyway, it's like that thing, things that are worth fighting for, worth pursuing. They're not going to be instant, y'all. And I think this generation, especially the youngers, like my little ones, they need to learn, even 1 second isn't 1 second. Like if I'm making you some microwave oatmeal or something, 30 seconds is, or a minute is still a 30 seconds or a minute. It's not like this. Not everything has to be like this. And we should slow it down sometimes, right?
Mhm.
So thank you so much for being here tonight. And so I'm so glad that you showed up anyway, because I was literally trying to get ready and finish posting and everything before the show. And I'm glad you're here.
No, and I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to see how amazing you are doing, and it's amazing and incredible to have a featured show like you do, and all the people behind the scenes, Chris and all these other cool people that are really awesome at creating opportunities for people to place themselves in to be really successful. And as you continue to do that every single week, it's certainly an honor and a joy, knowing you personally, to see that growth and to see the success, even though it is on an app that people, maybe not know too much about outside of it, it's still in your, little bubble or little neck of the woods, something that you're really proud of and that you've accomplished. And so I know the same feeling. I mean, I think a lot of times that's something that I really do miss about streaming, is the opportunity to have a great show, the opportunity to be able to provide content for people to appreciate and want to come back and want to support and want to join. I think that is really probably something that I truly do miss. But as I see someone like you with the wonderful personality and the looks to be able to successfully, execute that in a really awesome and professional way, certainly makes me just as happy for you as I would be if it was my own show. So, but thank you so much for having me. I'm glad that I was able to be here, to be as a guest and be able to see, how you do things. And it's just really an honor and a pleasure.
Thank you. Oh, that's sweet. You just made my whole night for sure. Thank you. And it was called Gratitude with Jameson, right? Or what was the
Yeah.
name?
So it was called Gratitude, and we just talked about things that people were appreciative of, thankful for, grateful for in their life. It was really cool when you were on as a guest. We had a really good conversation that is probably still up on YouTube. I don't know if you're
I was
still here,
gonna
but
say it is.
Moji J, his
And
YouTube channel.
Jay is in here right now, and that's how when I decided, got like 8 weeks back or so, he came to mind because of you, and that's how the world works, y'all. I really believe that there are synchronicities, things that happen for a reason, messages that come through people in other ways, and if it's a repetitive, healthy message, y'all follow it. Usually, it'll come to you at least 2 to 3 to 4 times, and sometimes it'll hit you in the face, y'all, if you don't listen. So listen a few, if it's healthy, again, follow that intuition, that guidance. But yeah, Emoji J is amazing, and he does record these episodes. I would love, this would be my wish for you, or we can talk about it, but it is a full moon coming up, y'all. It's a super full moon, blood moon, they call it, which means it's red and blue. It will be tonight, tomorrow, and Monday. It's the first one of the season. Sorry, Jameson, this is kind of off topic, but it still is on topic. And it's also a lunar eclipse, y'all. So these are two big astrological events, world events that you can catch, be a part of if you look outside, if you don't have clouds and stuff. So look for those. But with that, I would love to see you bring back your show, even if what has turned in for basically my show and my streams right now. Think about it. Maybe I know you know some people that could pull that string if you wanted to. It would be fun to have your show back too. So.
Yeah, it was fun. It was, like I said, it was a great opportunity. It was a great show that I had a lot of fun doing. It was a lot of preparation on top of working in real life and streaming and top badging and all that stuff. But it was great. It was great to have that opportunity to provide great content just like you were doing. It would be kind of cool to maybe bring it back. I don't know. I might hit up Chris about it sometime. And hey, I know he's a busy guy and he's always, doing a lot of different things. So, maybe I need to hit him up sometime and kind of see what his thoughts are about it. But it'd be kind of cool to bring that back. So I never say never to anything in life. So
it's the year of yes. 2022. That was on one of my shows not too long ago. That are again healthy, responsible, upbuilding, uploading, growth type things. So yes.
I'll consider it. I'll think about it.
Okay.
All
All
right,
right.
love.
So tell them where they can find you. What's the best place besides favorite or IG, or if you want them to try to connect with you when you're not?
Yeah. So my Instagram is, I don't have a meet me Instagram anymore. So it's Jameson _whiskey _23. That is the only
Okay?
social media that I have. So people can add me on there. I can still stay in touch with a lot of really cool people off here and, just continue to be the best version of myself that I can be.
Love it.
All right. Thank you so much for having me, love.
Okay. See you. And I was going to say, because, I love emojis. And I'm the three butterflies. Again, hi, everyone. I'm Triple L. The L's stand for not loser, not loss, not liquid. They stand for live, love, and laugh. And that hidden L, which most don't know about, is loyalty. And that was my original username when I started Plenty of Fish, 2018. So I'm a 4-year person of Plenty of Fish and now a live streamer and a show host and many other things. I won't toot my horns too much, but toot. But Live, Love, Laugh was the name, 2110. Those were my sport numbers. And I shortened it to Triple L, still a mouthful. But please hit that favorite button on me. I want to really thank all the people that have been in the chat this entire show. You're very special to me, each and every one of you. I do need you to know that. But especially when you come in, to support someone like myself who really tried to put in full force effort for over 2 years to become a top badge, to grow the channel that I have grown to what it is today, which is we hit 21,000 favorites again. This is week 3. People unfave and fave again. We're almost to 17 milli, y'all. It's a goal. It is still a goal. I write them down. So we're going to still try to hit that 17 milli one day. And, lots of great connections. And right now I'm at a place in my personal life where I can only really do the show once a week and I can't do a lot of the night streams like I used to. So I love it when y'all come in and just welcome me like I wasn't gone the whole week and come in and share the love and the butterflies and the energy and the support. That is what I stream for. I stream because I believe in the greatness of human connection, whether it's a virtual, whether it's written. I'm a big writer, love to write, whether it's a hug, whether it's a smile, which we missed a lot of that with the masks, right? Whether it's holding a door open for someone, helping a neighbor with groceries, buying someone food. Today, we donated a lot in our home to community organizations that will be able to either sell it inexpensively or give it to folks in major need. So those are little things that I think we can all do to uplift the world and ourselves. I feel deeply that the more we give, the more we receive. So the more that, and again, I'll say an I statement, the more I give, the more I can receive. And I actually, when I give, feel that I get more from it. That is my personal opinion, and we don't all have to agree on that. I do want to remind everyone to balance your giving, though. So if you are a giver, for instance, like I said, myself, make sure you're also opening your other hand to receiving. So be balanced, right? Be a masculine and feminine energy, which we all are, and go with the flow, yin and the yang, and make sure you're balancing both parts of you, because us givers can give too much and not be able to pour from an empty cup, and us takers or receivers can take too much or receive too much and not give enough. And that is also draining, not only to you ultimately, if you're a taker, because it will feel eventually very non-authentic. I feel like if people are constantly, I would say if I put myself in that shoe of take, eventually I would feel like kind of hollow. That's me personally, but I would feel kind of empty inside. So think of that again, balancing the give and the take, the yin and the yang, your life, your masculine, your feminine. We are one world. I think we are all connected, and I think we need to do better. Like we were saying in the show, we can do better. We can make these social media platforms, Instagram, YouTube, Plenty of Fish, Scout, Meet Me, OkCupid, Too, Growler, all these amazing platforms that are out there. We can use them for greatness. We can use them for good. We can have a lot of fun, but they can still be ultimately an uplifting experience, I think, for most people. So I know for sure that good listener who's in here is also a believer in that. I know, well, hello, my Jackie is also a believer in that. And we all have our own personal stories to share that. I can say for sure the three of us women here right now could talk about a lot of things on and off the app that have happened to us to bring us to kind of that conclusion of we can lift each other up and still be social media influencers. So, and there we go. Uber. It's almost that time where I 8:16, look at that, or 17, I can let my hair down. I'm not featured technically anymore. At 8:15, they let me off the hook as a featured show host, though my show continues. So again, thank you everyone. Please say hi in the chat if you're new. If you're new to streaming, say hi. If you've been here the whole time, say hi. Let us know you're in here so we can welcome you. Hi, Ants. Hi, Playa. That is really going to conclude our show this evening. We had awesome Sunny Energy as our first guest tonight, and our awesome Jameson Energy tonight. Former Top Badge and amazing human, both of them. If you missed it, it is being recorded right now by Emoji J. If he's in here, let's all favorite him. If he can type in the chat, make sure you hit him with a favorite. He can help you with your IT needs. He's great at building websites. He is an amazing streamer. He was a guest on my show just a couple weeks back, and he is available for recording your shows. In fact, he books out very far in advance now. He has a full schedule. You'll see he'll post it on his IG. He does so many featured shows and shows that are regular shows that want to become featured. So make sure you connect with him and the people in the chat that you're enjoying their energy, their comments, and how they're supporting other streamers. I'm going to take a quick break, and then I will be back to do a little, well, we call it happy hour streaming, and we'll go from there. So let me get some music going. And I appreciate you all so much. Hi, Davey. Davey's a day one. Davey, are you interested in becoming, because I did think of you as another OG and good listener. I would love to have you on if you're interested. And Jackie, you have been a guest as well on here, but if you're up for it next time, whenever you're ready, please let me know if you want to. And we will keep it to whatever you want to share and talk about. And if you don't, we don't have to do that. So you guys want to get in together? It's a dream come true. or whatever. Either way, I don't know. I'm loving it. It's live, y'all. It's a live broadcast. You guys don't have to show your faces. Good gracious. You can do whatever you want as long as you keep your clothes on. You know what I mean? You guys want to? Oh my God. That would be so fun. It is Saturday night. Hello. That would be awesome. I would love it. I'll put a little music. So if you want to, let's do it. Here, hold on one sec. Okay. Here we go, y'all. You're in for an amazing treat. Okay. Ooh-wee. This is my dear friend. We knew each other way, way back in the beginning of the streamings.
Where's the good listener at? I told her to get him.
She said she would. I think if she doesn't have to show her face. Well, she said if she won't show her. Let's see. She said she's not showing her face. She's in bed. Here she comes. Here she is. Here we go. It's a party. It's a party. It's a freaking party.
Showing my face, lovely ladies. I'm not even dressed.
Okay, now you can mute.
I
yourself.
love it.
Let's take a break.
Okay, you guys, they're gonna run the show, y'all.
Yeah, mute and then go take a
This
break.
is their first day streaming, so be really nice. Okay, be really nice. I'm joking, of course, y'all.
Hello, everyone that's joined the stream. Please make sure you favorite. There's a star on top of the screen. It doesn't cost you anything to hit a favorite. If you like the streamer and you like the people that's in there, you like the good vibes, hit that favorite. And that person will go on your favorite list. So whenever that person streams, you will get a notification if your notifications are on, and you hit that person a favorite. If you support the person, favorite the person. It's very important. Myself, I always look at my favorites when I'm going to their streams to see who's favorited me.
Yeah.
It's very important.
You did a great job bouncing for her tonight.
You know what? I just came in. I was like, you know what? Let me go in there because you know what? I want to spend some time. And it was an amazing show. It's been amazing. It's interesting how the views and what everyone does in their personal, like what people do in the app and off the app as well.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. And she interviews everybody every week. I've been a guest on her show before. I loved it. I had a great time on it.
Yeah, she said it. I said, oh, I love to be in it. I don't do like game shows and all of that because I always lose.
No, I did, but I have because I don't know because they're fun. I mean, even if I lose, I feel like, well, I mean, obviously it's good exposure. You know what I mean? Number one, number two, it's fun. You know what I mean? I've had some great. So I would definitely recommend doing at least one of them if you can.
I'll go and watch them. I love the game shows as well. So during featured show, look, let me tell you, everyone, during featured show, she cannot comment what people type in.
Right.
She can't comment. So after a featured show, she'll be happy to address when she switches her live on again. But during the show, showtime is showtime. We're there to support that streamer and to see the show. When you go watch a show, you're not talking, you're watching a show.
Right. Exactly.
And people forget. They forget about they don't know what a featured show is. So let's educate people. A featured show, you won't get responses back. What you will get, how you gonna support that person is by gifting them, putting comments down, positiveness, no hungriness, no thirstiness, because it does not happen. You go to a streamer that's got that date box open, that's inviting that. So you go there. But of doing the featured show, it's a show.
I tried my best to handle all the thirsties for you.
Yes.
Amazing. I appreciate it. I didn't even have to say Uber. Like it was done. And it is
I was not
distracting.
sure. I was not sure if I could
Distracting,
kick
It's
or
very
not.
distracting, especially that guy that was like, "Oh, I just found some good,
Yeah.
listening to some good stuff," and I'm like, "Oh my god!" I'm like, "Get out of here." Oh, I knew it. I knew what their intentions was, and it was not good. And they were not thinking with the the head on their top.
I
of
just wish
You
we
can't-
had a button.
You can't just make the S's X's and we don't know what you're talking about.
their, like, I mean, come on, like, what are
We've
you
been around a few years, y'all. We're not that naive.
But it was amazing. The show was amazing. Like I was completely shocked because I didn't know the lady. She had children. There was more I learned about her as her personality, which is
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
yeah, it's awesome because it's that we could relate. We know there's a person behind there. Like I know, like you said that she's role models admin. She said that she's Windows admin. She's saying like a busy lady, a very busy lady, and she was very cool.
She
It
is.
was amazing.
And that's what I love about it. The Living and Loving show, the way it's nice because it's life and love is what I say. But basically the show is dynamic. Every guest that comes in is their own unit, right? And
Right.
they share what they want about their life, their journey as a streamer, and their love and how it evolved as a streamer or not, or it's really open, but it becomes really neat to see how things just kind of come together and people get to share other things besides, we're streamers, us three plus Jameson and our guest Sunny. And we talk to our streams every day, but sometimes we forget that there's a lot of people that don't know us yet. And so it's nice to get a 15-minute like segment just on you all as streamers and let people get to know you.
Yeah, but we learn a lot behind the scenes with this show. Behind the scenes, like we forget, even I sometimes forget, like you see someone at admin and you think, oh, that's that person's at admin. But if you really want to know them, come in this show and get to know a new person that's on this site and get to know them really, who is behind that person, who is behind that streamer's world. So it was a very eye-opener for me. Jameson, it was for me. It was because like I didn't know that you did a lot, and you've come away from it. So that's something that I learned.
Okay.
Oh
I
wow!
thought he never comes in the box. He's one of my all-time first station
Listen,
people. He's one of my number one gifters, but he's at a rave right now or a club, which is awesome.
Okay,
But
I've got to go.
I'm gonna have
But
to
it
do
was
that in a
nice.
minute, Davey.
I'm gonna get down and I'm
I
gonna let you
appreciate
carry
you.
on.
yeah.
I
I'm gonna
appreciate
leave
good
now.
listener. I really
I
do
love
appreciate
you
you.
guys. Have fun.
Are you leaving? Oh, goodness gracious. They're both leaving me. They're amazing women. I hope y'all favorited them. Strong, smart, beautiful, talented women. And the thing that I will say I love about them the most is they are authentic. They are themselves. I have never been in any of their streams where they were not true to themselves. They said it like the way that they wanted to say it. They stood behind what they said or did, or you know what I mean? I'm not saying they're perfect. Obviously I've missed streams and I'm not perfect and I know that, but they're authentically themselves. And every stream I've ever been in of theirs, they have a good time. They navigate all of the facets of social media, being a streamer, how to network and also build relationships on and off the streams. They're phenomenal women and they are top badge streamers. So thank you so much, ladies, for coming in and letting me have a lady break is what I used to call it. I actually was checking on my children because it is summer-ish, spring-ish, and they're staying up later. They're getting older. And so that's why I need to move my time slot to 8 now so they can go to bed and then I can do my later show instead of so early. Because of course, I think you heard it from Jameson and I know good listener and Jackie. Well, hello. We all know, and Stu is in here. There's a lot of prep that goes behind any stream, most of our streams, even if it looks like we just turn on a camera. If we are a streamer that's known or we are regular streamers, there's effort there. And especially for a show, there's a lot behind the scenes that take you to get to your show time. Of course, my mascara is running. Sorry, I'm hot. But just be kind to your streamers, y'all. And yeah. So Davey, do you want to come in the box again? Here, let me do this one. Stu, I age well? Are you talking to me? It's the filters. Remember, Stu, they didn't have them in the beginning. They didn't have filters. So now they do. So now I get to look at myself like this. And when I go to my real mirror, I'm like, who is that? She looks so much better on her stream. It's not me. No, I'm just kidding. Let me show you without. Let me do that. Let me take off the filter. Here we go. This is me. This is me. So you can see laugh lines and smile lines. I'm very animated. No filter at all.